Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the after stream show for Roll4It D&D. This is session 16 or 17. I never know the exact number. I'm always within the ballpark.
It's that West Coast math right there. That's the problem. It's that West Coast math, you know? You guys are too laid back and cool, man. You can't
16.
count.
It's 16.
It's like, it goes past the fingers. I don't know.
Nation of society, man. We don't even have public schools anymore over here. It's just all falling apart.
Yeah,
Piece bit by bit. That's all that it is. Half of us can't even read anymore. It's just like, well, shit, what you gonna do? Put a picture of a burger on the sign. That's the only way we'll know how to feed ourselves. Welcome
That's
on
a
back.
win. It's a win.
Idiocracy. We're trying real hard. But yeah, welcome on back. We've got our guest, Delric, here with us today to do the after show. We're going to hang out and talk about the stuff that transpired. And so, how'd you like it, Delric? We'll start with you since you're the new guy. You got the fresh eyes coming on in. You have a good time?
Absolutely. It was a lot of fun. I mean, it was great because I had like a period of time of just silence at the beginning there. So I can kind of like absorb it and get to know the personalities a little bit. So I knew how to throw myself in. And then, I mean, it flowed very well. I very much enjoyed my time there. It was good fun.
Very cool. Everybody else, what do you think about today? With the things that are transpiring, like what are the plans basically? Like, where is this all going?
I'm so busted.
Yeah, I think Dax is about to be dead.
No.
I have a backup plan if it goes south.
The plan is gonna work. You're gonna get word out. You're gonna be able to get the two warriors in there to do the real job. Okay, like you guys went in, you scouted, and then the warriors we're gonna get the job done.
Honestly, that's the part that worries me the most. Is that the warriors gonna go in there and fuck everything up? Can't get your stealth rolls. Can't open your mouth and have words come out that people comprehend.
I have a 13 charisma. I can say good things. Me talks good, huh?
Me talk good.
The problem
all the Dax needs to do is just
doesn't matter if you roll ones though.
Oh God, I roll so many. I was rolling so poorly. Oh God.
Dax just needs to. He just needs to use his charisma to trick the prison guards into thinking that they imprisoned him. He's been there the whole time. Yeah, they imprisoned you there in the armor.
I have a plan in place, but it's a one shot. Like, the problem is that I didn't expect to be doing any fighting or any particularly magic heavy stuff today, so I've been burning my spells quite heavily. I have
noticed.
Like a couple left.
As a GM, I have to. You guys went real smoothly up to then. I got to at least make the guards do something that a guard would do. So they heard a glass pane break. Doesn't seem entirely illogical to me that they would go inside real fast and just eyeball things to make sure stuff's cool. And so you guys have had no hitches so far on that little chunk. And so I was like, all right, I'll throw a hitch in there.
There's hitches left and right. What are you talking about? The city's falling apart. Is it not a hitch? We literally had a hinge of a window break. That's a hitch. Okay. I don't know.
That was a critical fail.
I think if you're just gonna let things slide smooth, I'm cool with it. You know? I'm cool with it. I'm throwing that out there.
I'm just worried, like, there's a bell up front, there's two guards. I can probably deal with one guard inside for a bit. But I don't know about, like, the second guard at the front might make issues.
Well, do one of you guys have sleep? I thought I saw chat.
That would have been so nice.
Yeah.
So nice.
Do you not have sleep?
No.
I don't think you used to. Did you get rid of it?
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, traded it. Okay, that's fair.
The one time you used it, you just put yourself to sleep.
Exactly.
Okay. Chat also said that. I tried not to bring it up.
Yep. It didn't work out.
Yeah, Davi tried to use it on me when he was like holding me in front of him, but I wasn't the lowest health person, he was, so it hit him.
Oh, jeez, that's hilarious. Oh no, sleep's a great spell. It doesn't scale very well because you're like, ugh. I have to like throw these super high slots. Yeah, level 1, yeah. Or like even level 4 if they're like really injured and you're like, let's just end this now. But in general, it's
yeah. Or some mooks who are just on guard and one of them is already asleep.
Yeah.
But it's
that would
like
have been nice.
Today.
Yeah.
Like today.
You don't know how many ants and beetles are in the bushes, though. I could whittle that HP away quick. I'd be like, all right, so there's like 47 ants in the bush. They all have 1 HP. So that's that right there. All right. And then there's a frog over there. He's got an HP.
So I heard you guys are looking for a new DM, right? Is that what's going on here?
No, before now, like I've had a game where like they were running down like tight alleyways in like a really crowded urban setting, And I was like, this is like basically a Som district. You're running down tight alleyways. Cool. Oh, are you asleep in the alleyway? Sure. Let me just check. Yeah. Nothing happens. Do you want to know why? Yeah. There's an old lady in the room next door who you just managed to knock like down. Like, it's got a large radius. That's a bad thing with the definition of sleep.
Yeah. It goes for the lowest HP first. I think it goes point of origin out and lowest HP out is like the
point
double
of origin
stack.
doesn't even like stack in there. Like,
I'm pulling in 3-5
yeah.
Pathfinder, yeah. Yep.
It's just one simple thing because they simplified it for 5th, but it's just if you're in the radius, lowest health first. It's like that's why it's like if you've got ants nearby, it's like ant.
Well, you don't
snake,
count
snake,
ants.
snake,
Ants
snake, snake, dog, cat.
Come on.
Human.
No, but I'm pretty excited because I mean, while what's going to happen with the jail cell and everything is going to be super exciting, I'm actually excited to see how the relationships build because I intentionally started off rough with 2 of you and then generally just basic respect with the fighter type. You know what I mean? Because both of us aren't going to talk much anyways, so it's easy for us to get along. But then I was like, no, I want to start off rough with the 2 of you and quickly find ground with Dax. And so I'm just curious to see how Adavi is going to love the fact that I literally cast that spell every meal.
Surprisingly enough, it's really fucking difficult to get rid of Nasan. Like, that's the thing is, like, I've been planning this now for, like, weeks where I'm just like, how do I get rid of Nasan? Because he's been given very specific orders. Never leave Adavi's side. Ever. Like, his job is to take Adavi to a monastery in the north, and they got trapped here in the quarantine, so that mission's been put on hold. But his prime directive is essentially, if Adavi dies, you die too. Like, your job is to be the guy that gets stabbed first if anybody goes after Adavi. Like, he's a bodyguard. And so, like, it's just like when you have very strict orders like that, and specifically since Nasan also follows those orders very strictly as part of his alignment, it's just like, I can't think of a situation where he would leave Adavi. And so every situation where I could get Nasan out of the way also takes Adavi out of the picture because he'd be like Adavi and grab you by the ear and be like, you're coming with me. And so I was like, how would I do this?
Like, like his spear to just suck him inside the spear.
Oh, Jesus.
Be like, you have not fed me enough recently, mortal.
Oh, jeez.
And then we just carry around the spear for 2 months.
Yeah. Would we then use it?
The problem is that I can't really initiate the spear storyline until he levels up a little more. He's got to level up a little further before the spear becomes pertinent.
I'm very interested to learn about the spear, so I'm anxiously waiting for that.
Yeah, it's Nasan. You don't realize like how much of an anchor he is for the group until you have to get rid of him, and then you're just like, well, shit, that's inconvenient.
You know what? I was like, oh, we really need Nasan. He's not here because I was like, he's got silence. He could just be like, yeah, silence. I didn't take silence when I got to my level because I was like, you know, Nasan's got it, and I don't want to double up on spell because it reduces the awesomeness of a character using it.
And the other problem is you don't want to play somebody's character like an NPC either, because I considered that where I was like, well, I could just have him be there, but storyline stuff is going to unfold, and I don't want to answer for his character because that's a dick move. Like, you know, he's going to come back and his character is going to have done a whole bunch of stuff, and he's going to go through one by one and be like, I wouldn't have done that, I wouldn't have done that, I wouldn't have done, and you don't want to do that to the player either.
It's okay to do it for like really short periods of time, but long periods it gets weird.
Yeah, I think I could have gotten rid of him for like 2 weeks. The whole 8 weeks thing, though, it starts to have plot armor. Yeah. And I think it's just like at that point, people are like, oh,
at that point, like, there's a risk he will die, and you can't really kill a character off screen with someone, so.
Especially since you guys are coming up to the storyline right now. Like, you guys are coming up to really the final big explosive, like, end of the arc, like the chapter, basically. And it's like, if I have Nasan in here, he might die. Like, that's just the way that it goes down, because this is going to be some of the biggest challenges you've seen.
Can we Michael Bay it and just bring in a bunch of fertilizer from all the neighboring farms and just blow Woodley up?
See, I don't know if I thought that, because I actually walked in knowing it was a disease, and I thought the disease was like a naturally made disease, or at least if I was believing that was the case, I was totally along the lines. Like, that'd be a great idea. Let everybody die. Let's do this. You know, like purge through the disease. But now that I know it's bad people doing it, I'm like, okay, let's save them.
Exactly. Acidic natural odor. My goddess doesn't like this. That's her job, not yours. Her job's not yours.
That's right. Don't step on her toes. She's finicky.
It is a natural disease because it has appeared elsewhere, but it's always been
like
benign.
a cold. Yeah,
it's been benign. It's been non-lethal to everyone. And then all of a sudden, this one shows up. It looks the same, but it behaves differently.
Yep.
And that's how the townspeople informed us that it's not natural.
Mm-hmm.
How do you guys feel about the red fern? Oh, go ahead, Mormon.
That's the point actually about the Weeping Rot, like the fact that it's like a cold elsewhere. Did they still call it the Weeping Rot elsewhere? Because that's really like overselling it.
Oh yeah, because you still cried, like you still have the black tears and your eyes look really gross when you get it. It goes away.
I'm sorry, but IRL, if I had some shit that made me cry black tears, like that's horrible. Okay, like I'm out of work for a month. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna go and rethink life. So...
Really, all that it is, it's all aesthetic though. Like the initial version of the Weeping Rot, it just makes your eyes itchy, almost like pink eye, and then you just have like a black emulsion or whatever that comes out of your eyes from the corners. Like, you know when you're like laying on the couch sideways and your eye kind of waters a little bit? It's kind of just like that. It's not like super horrible. People just carry hankies when they have it and they're just like whatever because they're used to it.
Like a modified version of cataracts? Like the guy that cooked us dinner, like all rubbing his eyes and stuff.
Oh, he was like, sneezing in it and farting in it. And yeah, you guys are in trouble.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That's why we purified it. You're welcome. We're good.
Just throw it out there. Okay.
Whew. Yay, pink eye.
I don't know we're having breakfast, but I'm going to hang out at the church where I know it's safe, okay?
And you guys haven't introduced our new friend to the Kizrathi yet either. The fun, exciting joy that is the Kizrathi.
Yeah, depending how much time he has spent on the island, he may or may not have seen him before, because they seem to be pretty active.
What's a Kizrathi?
There we go. That's going to be fun.
You'll learn.
Okay.
Yep.
You'll learn when they tear the city down.
I have to ask one question. I have to know.
Yeah.
Why a cow and how a name? Why a cow and how a name?
It was supposed to be a wolf, right?
Yeah, so they fought some bandits.
Beyond?
Yeah, they fought some bandits, and the bandits were training dogs. Like, they had tons of dogs for fighting. They used them just as outrunners to tear down the enemy. And so one of the dogs, Dax, they capture it, and he does speak to animals, and it's a chaotic, evil dog.
And
that,
I convince
is trying
to join us.
Yeah. He convinces it that he convinces it to join them by giving it the impression that he's now its slave, or like it thinks that it's the pack leader and that Dax is its minion. And then Adavi's not having any of that, so he just lasers it to death real fast. And it's just like, no, I'm not going to hang out with an evil dog. It's dead. And he just like lasers it in the face. And so he went over to the cow pen and asked if any of the cows had seen the farmer lately. And the farmer just happened to have been abducted and murdered. So the big bull that was owned by the farmer was like, I want revenge when he was talking to it. And so they now have this cow that just hangs out with them because they accomplished the mission and he helped them get revenge.
It's basically like half paladin, half barbarian is my thinking for the cow.
So what you don't understand is the revenge that he wants isn't for the person that killed the farmer. It's against the farmer because he took his balls. Okay, that's what it is. It's like, you neutered this cow. You neutered this cow. I'm going for you.
No, he's a breeding. He's a breeding stock. Yeah, he's a like prime grade A quality that he wants to like breed with all the cows. So he's a good quality cow.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind.
I'm gonna put a female chaotic evil cow into the campaign, and he's gonna fall for her, and it's gonna put him at odds with the rest of the group.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be like his arch nemesis.
We're playing some Diablo style D&D here. Mm-hmm. He's gonna pick up a great axe like Mo. Awesome.
Also, after like one particular battle, Dax acquired 2 breastplates and used them to make
3. There are 3 breastplates on there, giving the cow +1 AC.
We had to take that off to be in Woodley, otherwise everyone would be like, "Why is there an armored cow?"
Yep.
Pulling that cart?
When you guys get Halsgard back, I'm already waiting for you guys to be like, "So how much gold would it take us to have cow plate mail made?" And I'm just waiting for that conversation because he's gonna give you the most biting look ever, just like.
I'm not even kidding. I will ask that question. It's on my list.
No, you will. That's why I've been preparing for it.
No, there is in the book. It does actually say if you want like barding, full plate barding, it costs this much. If you want it for something that's not a horse, it costs like 5 times more.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those things where they're like, well, just the cost for having it engineered, like to having like a parchment drawn up to have like how they would do it is gonna cost like a crippling amount.
Yeah, like it costs
you actually want to do this? Yeah.
It costs like 1,000, 5,000, or 10,000 or something.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Was that expensive?
No, it's super expensive.
We'll have that someday.
Like for me, I just want to get to like half plate. I think. Or have I got?
You just
half
need
plate?
to encourage Mormon to keep being sticky fingers around everyone. It'll be great.
We'll press play.
That's true. For how lawful he acts, he sure does steal a lot of gold from everywhere we go. Like, oh look,
Yeah, it's not that much.
Dax definitely wants
Sometime.
breastplate, so he doesn't get the disadvantage on his stealth rolls.
That's
What's your
the one.
dex? What's your dex on Dax?
+3.
Dude, you got to get the medium armor mastery feat.
I'm tempted.
And then you get the half plate, so you don't take the disadvantage. You get the +3. Your base AC is an 18, and you're crushing it. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it.
Like my base AC is plus a shield anyway because I have a shield, so I'll be like rocking some pretty decent AC.
Then you have a 20. You would have a 20. You grab that feat, and
Yeah.
and you grab the half plate. You have a 20. That's brilliant. Oh, that's so good.
it felt nice. I played a paladin in their game on Lost Initiative last week, or a couple days ago, and having a 20 AC is pretty awesome. It's pretty sweet having a 20 AC.
It was whiffs left and right. It was whiffs.
And I had lucky. So if he happened to hit me, I could just play a lucky point and make him re-roll.
I crit that SOB, okay? And he's like, you crit me? You crit me for what, 39 damage? Oh, that sucks because it looks like you missed. And I was like, nah, it looks like I missed.
Luck point.
This is
Slide
why,
across the table.
even if I've got like an AC of 20 and I have cutting words for being a bard and I can reduce your attack by my bardic like inspiration die, be like, yeah, I'm really hard to hit, mate.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
That's awesome. Awesome.
That said,
Well,
I'm
anyways,
happy that I managed to get a Moana song in there.
Yeah.
I was gonna say thank you guys for inviting me to come and join you guys for a few weeks. That was awesome. It's lots of fun. Lots of fun.
It's like super mutual, man. We needed like another person, and you're like enthusiastic, and you know D&D, and you wanted to play, and so it works out absolutely. Like this was the best fit that could have possibly happened. So it was really
I
fantastic.
really enjoyed the session, man. So
And we're not on Wednesday anymore. That helps.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
It's not like
helps me
8
a ton.
hours.
Because this has come up in the past, right? It's like we should probably get someone, even if it's just for 1 week. It's like we should probably get someone. It's like, well, yeah, those guys, but they're on Wednesday and we're on Wednesday. It doesn't work.
Because then they gotta play.
Mathis that one time where he then had to be on our stream for 4 hours. And then
But that's
immediately-
easy. Okay, that's easy because Mathis, he just PCs. He doesn't DM, so he doesn't
that's
have, like.
a good point, yeah.
And his character Thunk, he's like, with the exception of like really in-depth RP moments, for the most part, he's pretty like lax. He's laid back and just kind of like, keeps to himself and just try to coerce as the party to be evil. So like for him, he was very much like I could jump from one character to the next like this. It's not work. Fuck Mathis. That's all I'm gonna say. Fuck Mathis.
that's a fair comment.
Heard it here first.
And on that note,
Yeah, I think that's pretty good for the after show. I mean, we welcome Delric to the show for the next couple weeks, next month or so, in fact. So get used to him. He's going to be playing Gray for a little while. Gray is going to be a main part of the storyline from here on in.
Unless he dies.
And I'm excited.
I'm just
Don't worry, I
saying.
gotta back
wouldn't
up.
die.
I got a fun rogue. Okay, I got a rogue that'll steal tons of food for Adavi. If Gray dies,
I'm in.
if Gray dies, I'm
But
gonna have
you
a portly little
you can't do
halfling
that
that's
now.
stealing
Now-
pastries.
Now I'm going to be constantly fighting myself to not get Gray killed somehow. That's not fair.
You're telling
Uh.
Adavi that he gets pastries if he murders Gray? Well, Gray's a dead man. Don't go to sleep, Gray.
Yeah, Davy
Yeah.
already like doesn't need that much persuasion to kill random people that aren't our enemies.
Awesome. Good.
The
good
chaotic
stuff.
neutral. It comes out real fast, that chaotic neutral.
Oh,
But,
that makes sense because I'm lawful neutral. You're chaotic neutral. That makes sense. Why that's the heaviest clash thus far. I'm loving it. This is good stuff. Good stuff. All
We'll
right.
see you all next Wednesday with another post-show VOD, and hopefully Dale Rick will be here. But we will see you there. Thanks for stopping in, and thank you for supporting us through Patreon. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
I'll